Okay, so we're here with Johnny Minkley from Eurogamer. Hello, Johnny. Are you well?
I am well. Actually, I should stop slouching. I'm leaning against the wall. I am well. I'm tired, but I'm still excited. It's Sunday. We're getting towards the end of the show now. There's only a couple of hours left, but maybe actually only an hour left now. But it's been brilliant. So I'm good. I'm very good.
Do you feel it's been incredibly successful?
Well, yes. I mean, I judge that in two ways. I'd say one, that if I look at what we've been able to attract this year and how we've been able to improve it from last year and previous years. So we've had some really big things. I mean, we've had a product launch here, a console launch, like OnLive launched here, which is fantastically exciting for us. And that stand's been absolutely packed the whole time. We've had people making huge announcements in their sessions, like yesterday, BioWare, the doctors announced a release date for Star Wars: The Old Republic in their session. So that for us is a really big step that people are treating this as somewhere to launch and announce things. And on the other side, everyone I've spoken to, just going around speaking to the punters, they seem quite happy. I've not really heard any major complaints. Touch wood so far. Everyone seems to have had a good time, which is the important thing ultimately.
Yeah, I mean, from personal experience, the queues for the games have been okay. Obviously, massive games like Skyrim, the people I've been talking to, they're loving that. That's a massive exclusive for Eurogamer. And obviously the OnLive as well. I mean, we came in yesterday morning. It was the first stand we went for, if I'm honest. And I can't wait to try that this week.
Yeah. Did you get your box?
I did get my box, yeah. I don't know.
Now.
They're all completely gone.
Yeah.
That's shocking. But yeah, the announcements of Star Wars and everything is fantastic. I think what the UK needs is something like this. I mean, you've obviously got other similar events as well, but I think the UK has been lacking in sort of this kind of thing, and with like you're saying, with you getting the big sort of announcements, hopefully you're going to end up being sort of the big UK trade show.
Well, look, I mean, it's almost happened, but I mean, we've just been really focused on kind of building it up and making sure, it's not just about a room full of games to play. There's the developer sessions, there's the career fair here as well. So people, there's a lot of people here that want a job in games development, and we attract a lot of big developers to come and do talks. There's the BAFTA Young Game Designers thing going on. We've got a retro area. There's lots of different elements to it. So it's a festival of games, if you like. It's a cheesy thing to say, but we kind of see it as more than just, okay, here's some game pods, queue up and play games.
And what would you say? I mean, I know you've not had much chance to play stuff, but what would be your favourite game on the show floor?
Wow, that's really well. As you say, I mean, the tough thing. I mean, it's kind of weird because you come here and it's your show, but I'm running around and I'm so busy for the whole time that I don't actually get a chance to play anything. So I'm hoping before we close, the one thing, like if I had one game that I get time to play, probably be Super Mario 3D Land, because I love Mario, and like if I get to go just get 5 minutes on that game just to sample it would be brilliant. Other than that, I mean, it's more kind of feeding back what everyone's excited about. It seems that the big games have gone down really well. Probably my highlight of the expo was having Nolan North here for Uncharted 3. I'm a massive Uncharted fan, and to have him here for 3 days and do 3 sessions in a row, and Naughty Dog, Richard LeMarchand as well from Naughty Dog has been amazing. And yesterday to go on stage and interview Nolan North is kind of like a career highlight. I know I love my job. Moments like that, you just think, wow, I've lucked out somewhere along the line.
That's awesome. We'll leave you with one final question. We ask this every time we do interviews.
It's a tough one.
So it's a big retro-related one. SNES or Mega Drive, and why?
Oh man, that's a cruel question. Well, I'll tell you what. I was Mega Drive obsessed. I had a Japanese Mega Drive. I only ever imported games. Not that I could never read Japanese, but it just seemed cooler if I couldn't read the text and I liked all the symbols. And then one day I walked into my local game store called Microbyte. They're not around anymore, but that was where I used to import my shops. This was in Broadmoor Centre in Nottingham, a shop called Microbyte, and they just got the SNES in, and they had Pilot Wings on, and they had Super Mario World, and that was my first experience of Super Mario World. I played it, I tried out Cape Flight, and I was a guy that had a notebook that had Sega Rules OK all over the covers. And then when I got my SNES, everything changed, and Super Mario World still to this day is my favourite game of all time, so it made me a Nintendo fanboy, that game. So I will have to say, short answer, SNES.
And there you go. So most people said Mega Drive, but our final interview of the day went with the SNES.
There you go.
So fantastic. Thank you very much again.
Pleasure.
Much obliged.
I hope you enjoyed the show. Did you enjoy it?
It was fantastic. It's been really good. Tiring, probably not as tiring as it is for you, but,
for everyone, but
it's been
an emotional
fantastic.
Well, great.
Thank you very much.
Bye.